Everybody, this is Dr. Nick with Leverage Media again. Just real quick, we're going to be doing a live Q&A on all this stuff. So if you have any specific questions about any of these things, be sure to come by the Dr. Nick Silveri Facebook page at noon tomorrow, noon Central. Tomorrow I'll be doing a Facebook Live and I'll answer any questions that you have, and I'll stay as long as I need to answer the questions. So this one is going to be, how long will it take for chiropractors to get this money? And I liked typing that because I felt like a rapper, like, how long will it take chiropractors to get this money? So the idea is that this is going to move fast. They know people they're already making decisions on whether to lay people off. That's why it passed so fast. There's all kinds of problems in this bill on both sides of the aisle. But they're just like, this is too important to get through. The only guy that, there was only one guy that decided that he needed to hold everything up. But they're going to be moving fast on this. So Steve Mnuchin at the press conference a couple days ago said that as long as it passed this weekend, which it passed today, that the money would be available late next week. And he also said that the day that you do the application should be the day that it gets originated, meaning they approve it, because the approval process, there's not going to be, they don't need to do credit checks. They don't need to find out if you're going to be able to pay it. There's no like personal guarantee. There's no collateral. So if everything goes according to plan, the money should be there at the end of this next week, and that you should be able to get the money into your account. And that's why you want to go to the bank that you have your banking relationship with, because when the money comes in, they can just direct deposit it into your account. So the way that he said it was the end of the week, this next week, so Thursday or Friday, and the money would be in your account the same day that it originates. So, which is super, super fast. Usually SBA loans take months, so this is going to be really quick. This is why I'm recommending that you guys get your documentation together. I did a video on like the different documents that you need to do. I might do one a little bit more detailed on the very specific like payroll things that you need to get together, because that's going to be the biggest thing, is you need to be able to prove how much payroll you're paying each month so that they can determine how much money that they're going to lend you. So my recommendation is to call your banker now, get an appointment set up with them next Friday. And hopefully the money will be available then. They aren't going to really know. Don't call your banker and ask them questions, because honestly, like, if they haven't read the bill, they won't know anything. I've gotten so many messages from people that are like, I called my banker and they don't know what I'm talking about. They like, bankers just in general, I don't think like really keep up on this stuff, which is surprising. But like my banker didn't know anything about like my questions yesterday. I emailed a guy at Chase today that's like a VP of like the Chicago area, and he basically told me, he was like, you probably know more about it than I do. And he like sent me a summary that someone had written as like a blog post. So I don't think that your banker's going to know much. So don't worry about like getting answers from him right now. The things that you want to do is, number one, get the appointment set for next Friday. And number two, when you're setting the appointment, tell him or her, as soon as you find out what the application process is for your bank specifically, please let me know so I can get everything together and I can be prepared, because potentially you could meet with them on Friday, get the loan originated, get the money in the bank on Friday. So the more that you can be prepared, that's why I keep making this stuff and saying the same things over and over again, so that hopefully everybody hears it in their own way and they can get prepared and get ready, because there's $349 billion or something like that in this package. I'm seeing like blogs where people are like, well, in this scenario, you might not want to do it right away. You might want to wait until, like, if you've already laid people off, just wait until the end of June, and then when you open back up and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, who knows if how quick this money is going to go? I have no idea how much private payroll is for companies under 500 employees, but they're talking like a small business counts for like these restaurants that are nationwide restaurants that have, I don't know, let's say they have 50 or 100 employees in each one. It's not 500 for the whole company. It's 500 per location. So there's like big companies that have big payrolls that are going to be trying to get as much money as they can. And they got like big time attorneys and big time bankers working for them. So I would not recommend getting cute with this. I would try to get in the front of the line. I think that they are supposed to be giving priority to minority-owned businesses, female-owned businesses, and any kind of like economic class, like disadvantaged class, is supposed to get priority. So if you're in one of those, I'd be reminding them of that as well. So make sure that you guys are getting the money while it is there. If it runs out, maybe they'll replenish it, but maybe they won't, right? If this goes longer than 8 weeks, maybe they'll extend it, but maybe they won't. So this gives you the lifeline that most of us need and we're looking for the next 8 weeks. It allows you to bring people off of unemployment, which the federal government wants, the state wants, the employee wants, and you want. So let's get your team back together. Let's start moving in the right direction. Let's spend these 8 weeks to train with them, to come up with a plan on how you're going to be stronger on the other side, creating content, being of value to your community. I've seen so many groups opening up that are adding value to their communities. I mean, there's just so much stuff that you can be spending time on right now instead of just complaining about like what bad luck you have. Like there's some people like really suffering right now. There's people dying by themselves, like suffocating on their own fluids, like no family around. So the fact that that we've got some business problems, if you've got your health, if you're on this side of the ground, you're doing all right. So this is a great opportunity. This is a lifeline, so hopefully things will be somewhat back to normal in 8 weeks. I don't think they will, but maybe they will, right? So let's figure this out. Let's take the lifeline that's given to us and make the best of it. Don't waste it. Don't waste the time just like sitting around and complaining and reading about bad news on Facebook. So get out there, make this worth it, and serve your communities. Talk to you in the next one.